Welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Sean and Tracy, where warmth, wisdom, and community come together. Just like a good meal shared with loved ones, our podcast brings heartfelt conversations with incredible people who are making a difference.
We spotlight community leaders, change makers, and everyday heroes who uplift, encourage, and support those around them. Grab a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and join us as we share inspiring stories, real talk, and a whole lot of love. Because when we come together, we nourish more than just our bodies, we feed our souls. Welcome to Tea and Cornbread with Sean and Tracy. I'm Tracy.
And I am Sean.
We're hesitating, but it's okay.
It's all right.
It's another day. We come to you with a very special guest, Kalene Greene. We will get into why she's here and her journey. What we're going to do first is do our breathing. We'll read our affirmation for today, and then we'll get into our interview with Kay.
All right. Perfect. And if Kay doesn't mind, like, guiding us through the breathing?
Yes.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So we're going to breathe in.
Okay. I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
I have sage. We usually talk about what you want. So I have sage today, and sage is great for the mental stability. It's great for the central nervous system. So that's what I need. That's what I have today.
Oh, I should have got that one for my nerves.
Okay.
I'll get that one after.
All right.
And you gave me transformation, and that does what?
And it's just that. Transformation is basically about, it's still the central nervous system, actually, because it has a blend of oils in it. And with the blend of oils, what it does, it just helps to regain or reset your mindset when it comes down to, okay, what is it that you're trying to do for encouragement, empowerment, things like that.
Gotcha.
Oh, perfect.
It was,
I got transformative.
I'm glad I
too.
got that.
All right. All
Okay.
right.
All right, Kay, we ready when you are, my dear.
All right. So we're going to slowly breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. We're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Kay.
All right.
Thank you. I'm going to read really quick before we get started. Jesus is calling. Today is June.
We are in June already.
I'm on the wrong date.
June 8th.
June 8th. And it says, I want you to be all mine, filled with the light of my presence. I give everything for you by living as a man, then dying for your sins and living again. Hold back nothing from me. Bring your most secret thoughts into the light of my love. Anything you bring to me, I transform and cleanse from darkness. I know everything about you, far more than you know of yourself. But I restrain my yearnings to fix you, waiting instead for you to come to me for help. Imagine the divine restraint that requires, for I have all power in heaven and on earth. Seek my face with a teachable spirit. Come into my presence with thanksgiving, desire to be transformed. And didn't I just say I had transformation today? And we do not read these before. As you just seen, I was on the wrong doggone day. Listen, look at God.
There you go.
Look
Always,
at God.
always on time, always on time.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he is. So, my sister, before we get to our special guest, what did you do this weekend?
Oh, it was my anniversary yesterday.
Happy
Oh,
anniversary.
yes. Do tell. You went to
Yes.
dinner. How was the place?
Yes, the place was nice. The ambiance of it all was nice. It was called
Yeah.
Barcelona's in Fairfield.
Oh, I heard of that.
Yeah, it was good. The food was different, which was
Okay.
great, because it was something different.
Yeah.
But the vibe was nice.
Nice.
That place,
Nice.
it was a little spot. And let me tell you something. We loved it.
Nice.
We loved it. It was like, okay, we can come back here,
And
because
happy anniversary to you.
Thank you. So
Yes.
that's what I did. We hung out, did that. What else did we do? What else did I do yesterday? We started our Seeds Planting Seeds summer
Oh, how did that
gardening
go?
program. That went well. Even it's rain or shine, people, because we have a shelter, have shelter to be
Yeah.
able to do it. And this program is Let me slow down. Our North End Co-op Market has a summer program called Seeds Planting Seeds for the youth to learn how to grow food.
That's awesome.
And we're doing it in conjunction with and partnering with Urban Fresh Garden, which is on Hill Street in Waterbury. And yesterday was the kickoff.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Even though it rained the whole day, right? They were able to plant some seeds, and he has this new method, which is really cool. And if you guys are interested, go to our website, northendcoop.com, to sign up or to learn more information about that. Alicia Pittman is the head of the program, and it was really good. That's what we
You
did
had a good
yesterday.
turnout? Did they have a good
Yeah,
turnout?
we did. We
Good.
did.
I blasted it and sent it all out to family, and everybody was inquiring. I don't know if they made it because I didn't touch base with them. But
Right,
if
but-
not, hopefully I'll make it before the season and bring one of them kids down
So
there.
it's going to be every Saturday, except for the holiday Saturday, the 4th of July weekend, I think is the only weekend that it's not. But
Okay.
every Saturday, if you're interested, just email us at necoop9@gmail.com. And yes, and we'll put the flyer up and
Anyway,
everything
okay.
in at the end of the
Good.
episode. So yeah, that's what
Exciting.
happened yesterday. I did that earlier in the day, and then we went to dinner.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. I'm glad
so
that
it was
the
cool.
parents brought the kids out.
Yeah, yeah, and they were
Yeah.
excited. I mean, they're putting, they're gonna be doing mushrooms. Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Nice.
It's gonna be crazy.
Nice.
It's a lot being grown over there on the other side of that fence. You would never know.
Yeah.
On Hill Street. Oh my goodness.
And you said there's
I love
correct me if I'm wrong, a petting zoo over there, or he has animals.
He has
Maybe
animals.
not so much a petting zoo.
Yeah,
but
he does.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
See, the little
Yeah.
things I didn't know. I didn't know that was over there.
I didn't know that.
Right,
either.
because it's on the other side of the fence. You don't know.
Wow.
If you're going past that fence, you won't tell. You couldn't tell.
Okay,
You know what I
nice.
mean? But on the other side of that fence, there's a humongous blueberry plant.
Mm.
I mean, humongous, and it's lush and it's big. I can't wait for those blueberries.
I can't wait.
She
to-
already tasting them.
Listen, I want to start, gardening, and we got a little garden in front of our condo, and I don't do much of that because the accessibility is horrible. So my fiance started to get into it, and he's so into
He
it.
loves
Nice.
it, huh?
I'm like, look at him watering the, like he is so into it. Oh, I forgot to water my flowers. I'm like, go water your flowers.
Right? Exactly.
Nice.
So I'm starting. I'm trying to start plants again in my house.
Okay.
First got one. I don't even know what it was called. I got a plant, and it was actually for him. This was years ago, before my injury. And I bought one. I said, I'm gonna get this for his birthday. Indoor plant. Let's keep it like light, low key. So we brought it in. It died in a matter of like 2 weeks. I was so sad about it. I said, what happened?
Yeah.
The energy. You got to talk to him. You got to play music. You got to do
That's a
all that. It
lot.
really, no, think about it.
No.
Think
You do
about
those things
no.
anyway.
I was about to say, you're on the
It's true.
phone.
You do those things anyway.
Or, you talk to yourself,
Yeah,
things
you're
like
right.
that. Talk to your plants. Talk to your plants. My mother used to do it all the time, and we used to think she was crazy.
Right.
Until,
Right.
but there is scientific proof that the energy that you give to plants by talking or even like the music and things like that, because they're living organisms.
Yeah.
They're living, you know what I mean? So if it's negative in the room or in the house, you could tell by your plants
I got a
how
new
your
one.
house is. There you go.
My aunt's
And
got
it's
me a new
growing
one.
now, right?
It's doing good. It's a low
It's
light
alive.
plant. It's still alive, and I'm watching it like a hawk.
No,
It
talk
says
to
it doesn't need a lot of water. This
Right.
one, like every couple of weeks, I said I can do that.
Yeah,
There you go.
right.
And so I sit by it. I'm just looking at it. Maybe it leaves a little bit of light here or a little bit of light there. Now I'm fixated.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
See?
You
want
gotta
this
talk
plant
to
Now
it.
you're on a
survive.
mission.
No,
You're on
you-
a mission.
that's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say you are alive.
You are alive.
I want you to grow.
You're gonna thrive.
Thank
You're gonna
you.
thrive.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go.
Thank you for being in my space.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what you gotta do. Just like we, have to talk to ourselves
Ourselves,
kindly.
yes.
Right.
You gotta talk to your plants the same way. And that's how they do, really, believe it or not. Music, if you play music in your house all the time,
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Just
Yeah.
give me the
Yeah.
energy I give you, honey.
Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
it.
So what did you do this weekend?
Oh, yesterday,
And you
40
were in-
plus,
I
we
saw the,
went to
article.
Bridgeport.
I saw a little article.
What
Go ahead. I'm
article?
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Listen. What
Your
article?
picture.
About 40 plus?
Yes.
My pictures
Yes.
in the paper?
No, I
No.
don't know about the paper.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway,
okay.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm like, wait a minute. Did they get my good side? No. I can't even worry about that because I hate the way my pictures come out. But anyway, yesterday we were in Bridgeport with the summit for the 100 Girls Leading. It was so awesome. I believe the lady that ran it is Bobby Brown. We represented for 40 plus. It was a great organization. I hope she invites us back. And even if she doesn't, I don't see why she wouldn't, but I'm just saying. Getting the girls out there jumping rope, and everybody's like, I don't know how to jump rope. I don't know how to jump rope. From 2 to 92. Like,
Right.
everybody says that until they get in the ropes.
Right.
Those young ladies, and we keep saying, oh, the kids are not jumping. Like, we used to go outside and just jump. They have it. Just like they could pick up this phone and
They were doing it.
operate it. They was
Yeah.
in there doing the doggone thing. So
Okay.
that was a great time. All the little vendors that were out there for the girls, giving back to the community. This is a great program that she has going on. Definitely is. The speakers, the singers, all black and brown women. Even the cops, and this is crazy, but the thing I noticed, the cops that were represented were us, and I love that. I love that. I'm like, that's right, representing on every aspect. They had a judge that was out there, and I do apologize because I don't remember her name, a mayor from another town that was black that was out there, and this is what our young girls need to see.
They do.
Right.
We are
Absolutely.
everywhere doing any and everything that we can. You know what I'm saying? They had different little drill teams out there, dance groups out there. It was just really a nice time. We got caught in the rain, and I thought I was going to melt. But I stuck it out. Somebody said, you ain't going to melt. I said, girl, sugar, I'm going to melt. So, but we had a great time. So that's what we did yesterday. And then we went and just had a little something to eat, just, congregating with the ladies from
Yeah.
40 plus, Springfield, New Haven, and Waterbury came together. And that's always an awesome time. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, that's what I did yesterday.
All right. I
Sounds a
missed
good
it
day.
again.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
But
keep
it
missing it.
was
It's
your
always-
anniversary.
It was my
It was your
anniversary.
anniversary, so
It's
that
all right.
tops everything,
Next year, we got next year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is it
definitely.
yearly?
Yeah, this was her 3rd year.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing, Kay signed up with her and her niece
Months
and
ago.
didn't make it. And I wish they
Ah.
would have, because it really was a good time.
I told Trey, once she, trying to get her from the phone is hard, is a difficult challenge. Do you want to go to this, all girls thing? No, I don't feel like she's in her room watching
She's
YouTube.
doing her stuff, yeah.
Once she gets there,
It's a whole different story.
Yeah,
she don't want to leave.
yeah.
Yeah.
She loves
How old is she?
being around. Charisma is going to
love
be
their name.
14. Yeah,
I love their name.
and it fits her.
It does. I love it.
It fits her you met her, right?
Yeah.
Charisma. I call her Pootie, but my grandmother used to say, "Stop calling her that. That's
Yeah.
not her name." But her name is Charisma, and she just loves being around other girls, and she doesn't realize it,
Right.
because when she's off that phone and she's with them, you got to see her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like
She
a bright
thrives.
light, yeah. And then all the other, like, the little girls follow her,
Okay.
and she's like that.
See, so she's a
next
natural
year,
born leader.
Well,
is.
she
Yeah.
lives up
she's
to her
going
name.
to be absolutely.
She lives up to her name. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's
It
amazing.
is.
I have to put it on my calendar so that there's no
Nothing else.
problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I have to do the same thing, but sometimes you have to move
next
stuff
year.
around because there's so many things going on. But I'm really glad that we attended it. It is an awesome event. It's not something that we could probably duplicate here, but maybe we need to have more
Something
girls
similar.
coming from
Yeah.
having it in our
a
own
girls,
neighborhood.
A girls event.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
And what I liked about it too, I was telling Kay earlier that no men were allowed. And I didn't even realize that until at the end of the program. And it was nothing against men, but it was to empower
for
these
women.
young
Yeah.
ladies, these
So the
youth.
police were all women?
Oh, they were all black and brown women.
Wow.
Yes. And that's what I
Intentional.
liked.
When you're
yes.
intentional about stuff,
Right.
no
Right.
shade to the men.
Nah.
None.
Okay,
None at all.
No shade to the
No.
men. But when you are intentional about
Yeah.
creating that space, you know what I mean, for women and for girls and whatever, it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A man tried to enter, and she just politely told him, "No men, no men allowed today."
Yeah.
So, I ain't feel bad. I'm like, okay,
So, well,
it's
stop
our
it.
day. It's our day. Well, sometimes we need our day, like we do
Right.
when we go do our double dutch and
Our
you know
girls'
our
day, when we do a girls' day.
yes, our time away is just all about us, and that's what it was about yesterday.
All right
Very
with
good
that.
job, Robbie Brown.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. We've been talking and talking, and we didn't even introduce our guests.
Yes. Well,
We did not
go
introduce our
ahead.
guests, but I'm not gonna even read her bio. I'm gonna say what I know about her, and then you
Okay.
could. I know that you were a fitness guru, a great trainer, and you still are still a
I was
great
about to say,
trainer. You still
are.
training people. People still want to get in with Kay, and she got to put them with somebody else. No shade to anybody else, but this is what she does. Kay used to do bodybuilding back in the day. You are just a teacher.
I want to get into that.
You are just a teacher, nutritionist,
Yep. Nutrition coach.
nutritional coach. You know what? And just a great person
Thank you, Trey.
because we
I
have become
appreciate that.
friends
Yes.
outside of you being a trainer
Long time.
and a thorn in my side. But I love you anyway. But
Because she makes you move.
she makes
Because she makes you do
and she don't-
things.
you know what? One thing I will say, she's been slacking up on me. But when I
Trey,
don't need you to
see,
slack up on me no more.
Trey complains. when
And she lets me now. Before
but
you
she
didn't used to
does
let
the
me.
work. I'm fine with that. I'm used to that.
Just keep saying it, but that's as long as you're moving, I don't care,
As
right?
long as you're moving, Trey, say whatever you want to say to
Yeah,
me.
she does. But I love it. I love it. So,
You're a fitness guru yourself. You don't even realize
no, I
it.
don't have the bio that you have
do.
though. I don't have the bio. Sean,
Okay.
go ahead.
You want me to read
Go
it?
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So Kalene is a certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, and content creator with a passion for helping others transform their health. No matter their starting point, as a paraplegic and former competitive bodybuilder, she brings firsthand experience in adaptive fitness and real life strategies for fat loss, strength, and sustainable eating. From gym workouts to everyday nutrition, she teaches people, especially women over 40, and those with physical challenges, that lasting change is possible with the right mindset, tools, and support.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Got to come
yes,
with the
yes,
right mindset.
Absolutely.
Yes. I want to jump in.
Go.
I
Yeah.
want to
Jump
jump in.
in.
When did you start,
Okay.
okay, in fitness to become the guru that you are?
Whoa.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember earlier you said you had a accident.
I
Or-
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But when did you start?
Woo.
Because you look like you're younger than to be my child.
Ooh.
I know when she said over 40, I'm thinking you ain't 40 yet.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we celebrated your
Right.
40 last
Yeah, I'm
year.
about to say you look
Yeah.
like you're young enough to be my child. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Thank you. So I started, my fitness journey initially started when, oh God, this was probably like 2021 at the time. And that's when I first started it.
Oh.
I, in high school, I did basketball, that kind of stuff, but it really didn't last much. You know, it was middle school, high school, and then done with it. I was really never really good at the sports. So, and then like 2021, I was working. I was working at a group home, and at the time, I was just noticing that I was putting on weight for some reason. And, other people would be like, no, you look good, you're thick, blah, blah, blah. I didn't like it. I didn't like the body that I was in.
Okay.
So at that time, I said, I have to do something about this. And I didn't know what I was going to do about it. So all I knew was exercise. So I'm going to go run. I'm going to go for a run, and I'm going to do this every day. And I did lose the weight, lost all the weight. The only thing is I didn't have no muscle to go with it. And I wanted that look, right? So then I started doing my research on fitness and lifting weights and things like that. And that got me into going for my personal training certification. Okay. So I learned a lot from that as well. And then I met my fiance, who is actually a runner. So we were running. I showed him the lifting thing. We went to the gym together, and that was that. And then after that, I got into not even bodybuilding yet. It was me and my best friend at the time wanted to open up something.
Mm.
And she knew I loved fitness. She liked the business side. She liked fitness, but she liked the business side. So we said, why don't we open up something like a small studio?
At a studio,
You
yep.
do the business stuff. I'll be the muscle of the team. So we opened up a little studio, and it was 2015, and it was on Chase Avenue here in Waterbury. We had it for almost like 3 years. It was going on, and during that time, I got into some bodybuilding. I always loved how the body looked with muscle. I remember, and maybe this fitness thing goes way back. I remember I was in middle school, and you know how other people would draw, and other
You would draw
and
muscles.
artists. I would draw
With muscles on them?
instead of the sun in the corner. I would draw little muscle people.
Really?
I'm like, where is this coming from? And then I'm looking back, I'm like, that's where it started. So I always loved the anatomy of the body and how and physique and just everything about it. So I got into the bodybuilding. I learned so much from that time. Not only just fitness, but nutrition, because nutrition is important, especially when you want to, for your fitness goals, if you want to build muscle, lose weight, and stuff like that. So I got into bodybuilding. I had my first show. I placed second and first. Then I did another show, and I placed, I think it was second and third. And then my third show was in Boston, and I placed third. Then after that, our gym closed down. We closed down our studio. And I was looking for another gym at the time. Anytime Fitness was opening up. So I went into the gym, got a membership, and the owner said, we were talking. He said, didn't you have that studio down the street? I said, I did. And he said, are you looking for another personal training job? And I said, not really. I was working at a doctor's office, too. Not really, but, let me know what you got going on. So he said, we're looking for a personal trainer that can lead into a personal training manager. So I said, okay, I'll think about it. I went into the doctor's office. It was like 2 weeks. After that conversation, gave my 2 weeks, and I was at Anytime.
And that was it.
And
She loves it so much.
I do.
And you're so good at it, so.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I've been at Anytime since 2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
2015.
And so when did you start just basically training women or your market or your expertise for women over 40? Because, like that's huge.
Yeah.
Especially now because things, people always, I'm getting older now, so this is why this is happening and this and that.
Yep, excuses.
But I know at 50 and over, you don't have to deal with all the things that they say you will get by the time you're 40 or 50 years old.
Yeah.
So when did you start like focusing more on women that are 40 and over?
I'm going to have to say probably leading up to my injury, and then when I got injured, because I'm 41 right now, and I'm just going to be real, like when I wasn't really thinking about that population until I hit 40.
Okay.
When I was 20, I was hitting that population. When I was 30, I was hitting that population.
Okay.
And that makes sense.
You know
that
what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Yeah.
I'm 41 now, and I'm starting to do more with the 40 and over.
Okay.
But when I got injured, and that was in 2019, I can tell you the story about how I got injured real quick.
Yeah.
So, I was having serious back pain for a long time, and I thought I did something in the gym wrong, of course. I never really got injured, though, when I was in the gym. So I said, maybe I deadlifted wrong, because it was always like a back issue, middle of my back. So I would work out, and the funny thing is I didn't feel the pain when I was working out. After at the end of the day, I would go up to the stairs, go up my stairs. I would have to, go to the middle and sit down. And my fiance would be like, you all right? And he would notice this. And I'm like, no, my back is killing me. I was in pain so much that I went to CVS and got one of those big bottles of ibuprofen. And I was just popping them like it was candy. And I said, no, something's really wrong. I went to the doctor, and he ordered physical therapy. I said, okay, we'll do physical therapy. Physical therapy didn't work at that time. And then I let him know that he gave me medication. Okay, got a medication. The medication's not working. Something stronger than ibuprofen didn't work. Sent me to physical therapy again. All right, there's no imaging. You know, I asked for
I was just about to say,
I asked for
nobody even
imaging.
looked at your back? Didn't touch your back?
No X-ray, no nothing.
Wow.
Nope. So I cried to him. It was tears. Like, there's something more than just a back pain. I know my body. And I said, can I get an MRI? He said, your insurance is not going to allow you to get MRI until you do this amount of physical therapy.
Oh, my goodness.
So I went back, got physical therapy, and this time I had a female that, you know, noticed some symptoms that I was having. And she said, like in the 6th session, she said, are you feeling any better? And I said, no, I kind of feel the same. And she said, you know what, you have like some of the symptoms of my best friend, and my best friend has MS. And when she said that, I was like, oh my God. I was like so scared. She said, but don't worry about it. But don't worry about it. I'm going to talk to your doctor. She talked to my doctor, and she's the one who got him to get me that MRI. So it was like 2 days later. It was after boot camp on a Saturday. I went straight there, got that imaging. I waited in the waiting room longer than I was in the MRI. The MRI was in there for 90 minutes because they had to do full brain all the way down.
Right.
And I was like, what's going on? I said, can I leave yet? And she said, did your doctor call you? I said, no. My phone was off because I was in MRI. Looked at my phone, whole bunch of calls, looked at my voicemail, listened to my voicemail. She said, call me back. Called her. And she said, Kalene, you have to go straight to the ER. You have a tumor. It was like the size of a sausage link.
Wow.
Taking up my spinal cord. And that was giving me symptoms. So it was lower back. I would get like brain shocks. It would like, sorry if this is TMI.
No.
I would like I would go to the bathroom. I knew I would have to go to the bathroom, but it was hard to initiate a stream. So it was messing with my neurological system. Okay. Got the MRI, got the tumor. They said, we can't do nothing with this over here in Waterbury Hospital, right? We got to send you to Yale. Sent me to Yale. 5 days later, I had the surgery to take out the tumor, and I woke up paralyzed from the chest down. Couldn't move anything. And I didn't know what was going on. I said, okay. And Yale could have did better in explaining before and after.
Well, you know what they was practicing.
That's it.
That's not nice, but that was-
University hospital, you
Yeah.
know, training people. But
Yeah.
for the longest time, I was mad at myself for not doing more research on a surgeon that could do this type of work and not just getting anybody.
But you didn't know.
But I didn't know.
You
And
didn't
at
know
the
what
time,
was
I
going
was
on,
like,
and they didn't know either. They're like, "Oh, just send her to surgery."
Yeah.
Let me shut up.
Let's get this tumor. And you know what it was too? It was like, it was, I was mad, but at the time, I was scared too.
Of course.
They said if they didn't take it out, I could have lost my arms and I could have been a quadriplegic. So I'm like, take it out.
Right.
Let's just take it out. They took it out, got the spinal cord injury, didn't know at the time. They shipped me to inpatient rehab, and there they got me up on a walker. So I was standing. I was moving. My toes started to move and things like that.
Nice.
So got me up, standing up. My physical therapist he was the man, you know, because he put me through a boot camp. Oh, we gonna get you walking.
Because we know he knew
I was
who you
getting
were.
ready to
He didn't
say,
even know who you were, but he knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. He didn't know who you were, but he knew.
Right, because they
Right.
have patients there that, you know,
Won't do nothing.
they won't do nothing, and you know they fall into a depression.
Yeah.
I was with stroke patients. I was with people who had traumatic brain injuries, and I get it because I was there, you know. But at that time, I was so into fitness, and at that time, I didn't know this was going to be lifelong. So I was like, all right, let me push, and he got me up on that walker. And ever since then, I've been trying to make my way into unassisted walking. And if I don't get there, I'm okay.
But you're doing
I'm
it.
okay.
You're determined.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not okay without trying.
Trying.
Right, without
Right.
trying.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
What they say, nothing beats a failure but a try.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and that's where I am today as far as like my injury goes. Now, like with my 40 and over people, I'm not as active as I was prior to my injury. So I had to change my diet, my nutrition. So because I'm 40 and now I'm injured, I'm not that active. Premenopausal will start coming and things like that. I had to kind of do my research and think about some things that I need to change before my weight and things catch up with me. So with my 40 years and over crew, I want to push more of the nutrition side than the fitness side because, yes, you can exercise. Anybody can exercise. I can give you a workout. I can put you through a boot camp. We could build muscle. We can do all those things. But without nutrition and the right nutrition,
It's a waste.
it's a waste.
It's not
And
sustainable.
It's not sustainable at all. That's what I was going to say. It's not sustainable. And I just want that nutrition to be the key part in you reaching your fitness goals because it is, especially when you're 40 and over.
Right.
Especially when you're 40 and over.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's talk about
Yeah.
what are the I'm sorry, Tracy.
Nope. Go. I'm not.
Let's
listen.
talk about
Go.
what did you change? And and
Yep.
how did your body start to because you had to learn your body over again.
Yeah.
You had to learn your body all
All
over again.
And I still am.
Right. And
and I
that's
still
every
am.
day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every day.
So what is the main thing that you did or stopped or changed habits or like what is the main thing that you started with that propelled you to be in where you are right now?
First, I had to stop being stressed out.
Mm.
I was stressed out. And, rightfully so. I was going through a new injury. And I was in my depression too, so I didn't move. I was in my house. I didn't, I wasn't as active because I was in this depression at this time, so I was gaining some weight. So I said, okay, enough of this. So I had to change my nutrition habits. So I couldn't eat as much as I was prior to my injury because I was working out so much prior to my injury. I had a lot more muscle, okay? And when you have muscle, your metabolism is higher. So you're able to burn off the calories throughout the day. My metabolism went backwards.
Yeah, your metabolism was like, listen, if you ain't moving, I'm not even gonna work for you.
Yes,
You
it wasn't
move.
working.
And your body was like, what's going on?
Right.
Because
and I
we're
had
used to
do
moving.
that shift.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out some things. I said, all right, I'm gonna, and I was eating because I was eating like I was before. So I slowed that down. Now I'm eating only 1 meal a day. And I'm not hungry
Right.
because I'm not as active.
Right.
So you got to look at food as like your fuel.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I mean, we have fun foods and we can have fun.
It doesn't
with
fuel
the
you.
food, but it doesn't fuel you. If you want to lose weight, you gotta eat under your calories. You got to be in a calorie deficit. You got to burn more than you earn, or you got to burn more than you consume, right? So that's what I had to do. I had to be in a caloric deficit, and I moved a little bit more. And that's how I lost most of my weight that I gained after my injury. So being in a caloric deficit, getting muscle on your frame, that's going to keep the metabolism up. You have to do that. And not only just for the metabolism, but for us as women, and especially 40 and over, we got to protect our bones because osteoporosis sets in now. So we got to make sure the muscle covers that, covers the bone. So
Protects it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Tell us a
awesome.
little bit about your workout regimen because I see your videos, your documents that you make when you're,
Mm.
When you're
in the
moving.
gym.
Yeah.
And you know what I love too is the people within the gym motivating you,
Oh yeah.
getting you up and moving,
Yeah.
flipping that tire.
Yeah. I'm a
Hold
risk
on.
taker.
You
yeah.
said flipping that tire.
I'm
Flipping
flipping
that
tires
tire.
right
I'm
now.
gonna tell you.
No, you can.
I know. I didn't say I couldn't.
Yeah, but you saying no, like you're
I'm
not gonna
like,
do
oh.
it.
Oh,
But
listen,
that's
I'm
the
that over
motivation.
40 something that needs to build some muscle. I ain't have no muscles.
No, that's the motivation though. Seeing that, following Kay's story and seeing that what she has gone through, sometimes it humbles you too. You know, stop complaining, Tracy, and just get up and do
Yeah,
it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So, how does that affect your daily life? Your village. Who's your village? Like I know the people at the gym is definitely your village because you talked about being depressed and being, when it happened and we all found out about it and you didn't come back to the gym. Was one of the motivating factors to get up in the people.
Oh,
People
yeah.
missed you. Not,
Yeah.
they missed you physically, mentally, like you are our person.
Thank you.
So,
It was at that time like the support system. I always had it, and I'm grateful for that because a lot of people don't have that support system, especially at home.
yeah.
I always had my village at home, but the the support at the gym was just amazing. My boss at the time called me and said, "Get back to work."
Get back in here.
He said,
Yes.
"Get back to work." I'm like, "What?
I wasn't coming back. No.
What am I supposed to be doing? Like, I can't do it." I was putting limitations on myself, not even
Right.
realizing at the time. I can't do anything. I can't move. I can't train. How am I going to be a fitness instructor? You know?
But
He
they
said,
believed
"Come
in you."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Your
"Come
spirit.
in. I don't care. Just you got your big mouth still. Just come in. I don't care if
You
you're in
can
a
talk.
Yep,
wheelchair."
and she got
Right.
still
You
got
can
that
still
big
tell
mouth.
somebody.
Get out, do
That's what he
burpees. What are you
said.
doing?
Yeah. And when I got into the gym, I felt
Felt
like
good.
home.
Oh,
All I needed to do was step in the gym. That's
Yeah.
all I needed to do. And ever since then, like I can't stop. The support at home, the support at the gym, I can't stop.
Right.
I
They
can't
won't let you.
I can't let
Yeah.
people. I
They
can't
won't
let you
let you.
guys down. I can't let people down. I can't. And I'm so focused right now. I think I'm focused more now than prior to my injury. I got something to prove.
Yeah, definitely.
I got a lot to prove. And people who have disability,
people that are able.
people who, yeah, we're disabled. We're gonna call it like it is. I'm disabled, but I'm able to do a lot of things, and I'm able to do that because I'm a risk taker. I'm gonna try it out. If I can't do it, I can't do it.
Right.
At this time, I can't do it, but I'm gonna try again. And I want people out there who are disabled as well. It's like, don't put the limitations on yourself. Okay, try whatever's in your mind. I want you to try it. You'll be surprised at what you can do.
Right.
I don't think that's just for people that are disabled.
And you're
Right.
right about that. And you're
Right.
about that.
Right.
You're so
Because
right
when
about
you
that.
said that tired, the first thing I
Yeah, right.
what?
See? You could do it though.
Right.
We gotta focus and we just have to pay
Right.
attention.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I mean,
Mind over matter.
That's it.
It is mind over matter. Mindset. We use that word all the time, but it's the truth. What you put your mind to, you can do.
You can do it.
regardless of what it is. Whether you're, I call it able, and the reason why I call it able
Yeah.
because this is Kyle, my
Yeah.
son.
Yep.
He has cerebral palsy, but he's able. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Oh,
And so,
absolutely.
Right.
and he taught me that because he taught me that, and I just sit and I think about there's people out here with no arms and no legs. They drive. They have families. They have children. All of this.
Get up
So
and do.
us,
Yes.
I'm gonna say me. I have no reason not to. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
my mind, it's
Right.
my mind
It
that'll
is.
tell me.
And it's a lot of us. It's not just you. It's a
No,
lot of us
I
do
know,
it.
but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
when we say, disabled people that are disabled, just believe that you can. You have to believe
Right.
that you
Oh,
can.
yeah.
And people that are able, quote unquote, right?
Right.
That you have to believe, right? So
Yeah, like
we're gonna have a conversation now.
we're just
I think I'm scared
like,
of you.
let's go. No, you cannot
Please
be.
be.
I think I'm
please be afraid
intimidated.
of her.
Yeah, because Tracy said,
Please
"Girl,
be-
please."
Please be afraid of her.
Uh-huh.
I talk a good game, but I love that she takes what she
And
does
pushes,
seriously,
pushes
and she
people.
yes, you come with her with a goal. This is what I want to do. She's the person to
She
get
don't
you
wanna hear
going.
it.
She
Right.
yeah, And this was always, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why I think people love you too, Kay, because
Yeah, I
this is who
appreciate
you
that.
are. And your mouth is big. And not as a, I'm not being disrespectful when I say
Right.
that. It's just like you demand the room. When you're training us, you demand the room. You know what I'm saying? You
like,
tell
we're
us
not
to
here to
do
play.
something. Exactly. Why are you in my class if you're not going to work?
Right.
And there has been times I just laid on the mat and she'll look over there and be like,
Tracy.
what are you doing?
All I gotta say is her name.
And I say, why are you paying attention to me? But that's what
'Cause
she's
you ain't
supposed to be
doing
doing.
nothing.
Exactly. So, so
My
anybody that knows
peripheral
Kay,
vision, I see
yeah,
Everything.
everywhere. I
yeah,
can count you down in your reps. And
she
see
does
you
it.
sit
Yeah,
back at me like, why you stop moving?
right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you? You know you miscount, and she didn't miscount. Like it's like,
It's just I love it.
yes,
It's just I love.
that's your passion. That's yeah.
Fitness is all I know. Fitness saved me before my injury. I was 20s doing all kinds of stupid things, and then when I found fitness, it kind of calmed me down a little bit.
Okay.
So, it saved me there, and it saved me after.
Okay.
Because I need to move more than, the able-bodied people now. Because if I don't, I get stiff. I get really, really stiff, and my nervous system is all screwed up. So movement is really my healing. So I have to stretch. I have to exercise almost every day. If I'm
feel
not
it.
mobile, I feel it. And it's just like the stiffness sets in. So I feel like I always got to move. So it saved me there physically, but it also saved me mentally. I feel powerful when I could do things that I thought I could never
Couldn't do. Right.
And this wheelchair is here for the moment right now, and I get off out of it, and I'm doing like unassisted walking with the crew at the gym.
I
Yeah.
saw that. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing, and it's empowering, and encouraging.
Encouraging.
You know?
Definitely, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It
Gotta get up,
is.
gotta try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's for my 40 and over
Over
crew,
pe- yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's also for my people who are going through anything like I am as well.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? Talk a little bit about your
I am his plan.
I am his plan.
Yes.
And-
And it says what at the bottom?
The Nellick collection.
The Nellick. What is Nellick?
The Nellick is it's my name spelled backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, I want to incorporate my
cool.
name somehow, and I was like, that's a cool name. I like the
It
Nellick.
is,
The
it
Nellick
is.
collection is cool.
Right.
I want
and
it
who
somewhere.
knew?
That's like
who
Oprah with
knew?
Harpo.
So,
Yes.
everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I like it. I
did you
am
know that?
his.
I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that until Sean just questioned
Yeah.
it.
I am his plan.
I am his plan.
Yes.
I can't, and I'm be honest, I wasn't really like into my faith prior to my injury. I knew I believed in God, and I did my prayers every once in a while. And when my grandmother, used to remind me, pray, 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 I used to do it, but I wasn't like faithfully doing it. And then this happens all the time when you get into traumatic
And
injury.
trouble.
Yes. You want to call on the Lord. You want to call on
That,
God.
that you said you didn't know at one point, right?
Exactly.
Some people.
Exactly. So I had to apologize to him first.
Mm.
And then I asked him for his help.
Yes.
I said, guide me. All you got to do is guide me.
That's it.
Give me the tools. I'll work with it, So the I Am His Plan t-shirt, that's my first t-shirt in my t-shirt line, the Nellick collection. And it's a faith-inspired collection. I was done with and tired of asking God why. Why me? Why this happened to me? Out of all people, I used my body. My body was my work. My body was my therapy, bodybuilding, all this. Why me? It wasn't doing anything for me. So I was like, this got to be a part of the plan. It has to be.
There you go.
You're using me as a vessel. Is that what they say?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So- So I say, you know what? I gotta put this out there, because the way I'm feeling, I know there's others out there feeling the same way I am. What you're going through now is all a part of the plan. Everything that we're doing is all a part of his plan.
Yes.
So said, I'm going to make this my first T-shirt, and I want when people look at it, I want them to feel it. You know what I mean? Your path is your path. He's guiding you. Just do right by him.
Just do
Right.
Oh,
You know,
Right.
just do right by him. And then I have other T-shirts. I have one. My favorite one is created on purpose.
I like that.
Ooh,
Created
don't
on
make-
purpose.
I like
me
that.
cry.
We have a purpose.
Ooh,
We all have a
do.
purpose.
We do.
I have a purpose. You have a purpose.
We do.
You know,
And
you have a
sometimes we
purpose.
have to figure that
Yeah.
out. What is my
Or
purpose?
we just have
We
to
don't always
ask.
know.
Right.
Yes.
We just have to
Yeah.
ask him, what is our purpose?
And I you know, I said, I don't know what you want to do with me. I don't know what my purpose is, but I trust you.
That right there.
There you go.
I trust you.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So that's how
all
my
came
T-shirt line. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
it,
knew I
love
wanted
it.
to do a graphic
Ever-
T-shirt line, but I just didn't know what.
Right.
And then
And here it
then
comes.
I was like,
Here it came to you.
This is
Yes.
it.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
You got me stuck.
Thank you.
I
Aw.
know. We
You-
covered a lot of
yeah.
information. We
I mean,
really did, and
I'm
we love
hoping
this.
that whoever is listening to you is so inspired and uplifted and gets the green light out of them being stuck in traffic. That's my
Yeah.
phrase. When you get stuck in traffic, you talk yourself out of doing things, or you just stay in one spot and never move forward,
Right.
and not know that everyone is made for a purpose, like you said, right?
Absolutely.
In your mind frame. Let's talk about that. Your mind frame about why is like turning into no. Okay, wait. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Right? What is this? That's huge. That's huge. When you just making that shift, I call it shift and move. I always talk about, I just call it shift and move. If something's not working out, what's the solution, right?
Right.
And you listen to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit took over and was like, no. Okay, I am, right? This is your plan, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
And how? Once you change that, your vibration, your energy, your your spirit, everything changed. And then for your boss to call you and say, just get back to work. I don't care. Bring your wheelchair, right?
We need you.
Look, whatever it takes,
Yes.
you need to get back in here, because he knew
Her potential.
yeah.
potential, yeah.
He
knew your
not even so
potential.
much that the purpose and the energy that you
energy.
bring to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, no is not an option. Okay, you've been in the bed for a little while now. All right, it's time to get up.
time to go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I
Yeah.
gave you your moment.
Right.
That was God,
Right.
right? I gave you your moment.
Right.
And now here we are.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
wake up
that
now.
yeah, wake up.
Wake
Wake up. So thank you for that, because that's a
Yeah.
powerful story.
You're welcome.
And for anyone out there that's listening or hear your story, I hope you play this on repeat,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes we need to hear from somewhere else. And I know this is going to touch someone, because right now,
Yeah.
Right
And
now
go look
it's
at her
touching-
videos too.
Right.
They're very inspiring.
Well-
they are very, very inspiring.
so as
So
we
look at those videos.
yeah, so as we wrap up, tell us how people can find you. Tell them how they can find you on YouTube or wherever, because I don't even know how I found you, but I found you. I don't even know how.
Instagram.
Yeah. I
I-
saw the video. I think it was TikTok.
Was it TikTok? Yeah,
think it
got
was.
You know what? The funny thing is, I was like, I'm not going on TikTok. I don't need another social media platform to be addicted to.
Right.
So somebody said, no, you need to be
You
on
need it.
TikTok. So I go on TikTok and I'm like, oh Lord. Now, I love the community on TikTok. You could reach so much more people, and I'm not downing Instagram or Facebook like that, but
But they communicate more.
Yeah, they communicate
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
They support you more. They give you shout outs. And I love it. I reach more people there than any of my other platforms. So with TikTok, it's Kalene.page or She Thrives Anyway.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're just killing
I was
me
going to
today.
say, you got
Just
some
killing me.
nice little
Just
gems you're
killing me.
dropping today.
She thrives anyway.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be the title.
Right? Exactly. That's the title. She
Yeah.
thrives anyway.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
And then I have my Instagram is Kalene.page, so that's KALEN.PAGE. And then Facebook is Kalene Page Green.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And
goodness.
then you can meet me at the gym. I'm at Anytime Fitness
In Waterbury.
in Waterbury, Connecticut.
What days are you there, Kay?
Right now, I'm only there Tuesday and Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Right now, that's going to change.
Don't tell me you're coming back Saturdays to do boot camp.
Yes, because that's going to be
Please.
boot camps outside. Yeah, it's going to be outside at the parks.
coming.
Yeah, well, you and Sean's coming,
I'm not coming.
right?
Listen.
She ain't saying nothing, so
Listen.
I'm being
Listen,
honest.
I listen, let me tell you, there's so much that happens on Saturday that I want to just I can't say that out loud.
But
this,
I know where you're getting ready to say.
Right.
Do not say that out loud.
Right, but
you're going to make it work. It
We-
doesn't have
yes,
to happen on
we're
a
gonna make
Saturday.
it
You
work.
can make it work on a different day, too.
no,
All
but
I
I
need
want to
is
be in the
45
group.
minutes
I
of your
need to
day.
be in the group
Yep.
because if I'm by myself, I'm going to fight you.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you scared,
Yep.
but I'm going to fight.
Listen, not that
Not
she
that
going to
it's-
win.
Right, not that you scared or I'm going to win.
She going to be like, Sean, please.
I need a group. You know what I'm saying? A group will make me do more.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that one-on-one, even though that one-on-one, I need my schedule's more conducive for a one-on-one. But that
Yeah.
group, I'm going.
Yeah.
Let me
And it
shut
feels
up.
good, too. No, group settings are good, like you just said.
And then you
it-
see
and
everybody
you help
transforming.
each other.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
You help each
camaraderie
other.
is something
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I did. The only thing that I'm ashamed to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The only thing that I ever did for a long period of time and stuck with it, it was no more than 6 weeks, right? Was the cardio boxing, right? The boxing. And let me tell you something.
a
Within the
workout.
6 weeks,
That is.
all up in here, I started getting definition.
Toning, yes.
I said, oh,
Yeah.
didn't make me
Yeah,
keep
that's a
going.
workout.
It
though.
didn't make you keep going.
Look, she being honest, but she gonna give
I
it.
love
She gonna
the
get back
honesty.
into it.
Yeah, I need it bad though because even with my legs, I'm stiff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm
yeah.
stiff,
We-
and so
Our bodies are made to move.
yeah.
So
And
we
I
gotta
tell
move.
people I like yoga better than anything else. To be honest with you,
I would rather
I
you
always
start
say-
yoga until you want to do,
Yeah.
just getting your body going, doing something.
in aerobic classes, I like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Moving,
yeah,
yeah.
but weights and all that.
You can start with the baby weights.
You
There's
never know.
2 pounds.
You never
Then
know.
you gradually
I'm a
work your way
Taebo
up.
queen. I used to love Taebo.
You see, I see you as like a kickboxing type.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe.
I like the Taebo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had the little 2-pound balls, weights.
Yeah.
That you did.
You're toning.
Yeah,
You're
listen.
You're getting strong.
I'm
with
old
that,
school.
too.
I'm old
It's
school.
okay. As long as you're moving, like I
Kickboxing is
said.
good. I love
Yeah.
kickboxing.
Roller
Yeah, kickboxing's good.
skating, stuff like that. You know what I
Can
mean?
you roller skate, Sean?
I can. And I could go sideways and backwards.
I never
Old school.
could get it.
No?
Even when I was going to High Rollers, Roller Magic,
No?
I was always at the person on the side.
Really?
Holding onto the wall.
Holding onto the wall.
Oh, I love roller skating. See, I like that type of stuff. I was a basketball player too.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah. So I was
Alright.
I was no real athlete because after high school I was done.
You was done with it.
But
She said she
still,
wasn't no
But I was
real
good
athlete.
while I
But
was
you was good
there.
at high
You know what I
school. Yeah,
mean?
that's good.
I was good while I was there.
Yeah.
But those type of things, yeah, I like. That's why I like aerobics or the step class. Oh, the step class. Yeah,
You like sports
I
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
She
We
got
need a
something for you.
kickboxing Team.
Yes, let's do it.
Like a female kickboxing, right?
Yeah. Why
don't you bring
or
it
kickboxing.
back?
I was gonna say kickball. Remember
Oh, kickball. Yes.
We played that.
Cardio
We
and-
played that in 40 Plus not too long ago.
Oh,
We
yeah?
played kickball.
That's what 40 plus
Listen,
does. 40
we,
plus brings out old school
yeah,
games
we-
that we used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did kickball and that competitive spirit, because you know me.
Come on
I
down.
hate to lose.
Come on down.
And if I'ma
Tracy,
call
let me
you
tell
out, I'ma
Tracy
call you
will
out.
fight you.
Yes, she
Yeah.
will.
I'm like, Tracy, chill. It's just a
Yeah.
game.
I
I
don't
don't care.
care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
See?
Listen, y'all gonna play by the rules. We was in Florida and we playing Uno. They weren't playing. I had the instructor.
She
Y'all
sure
not playing
did.
right.
She
That's
sure
not how it
did.
go.
We're
They
like,
looking at me like I'm crazy.
yes,
I said, I think I
she
quit.
was
I ain't
getting
playing.
mad. It
Y'all
will
not
quit.
playing right.
I have a cousin like that. I'm like, for real, you gonna quit?
Listen, what? Black card revoked too.
Oh man,
she
I
had
love
those
it.
little part. Listen, don't play
Game.
with me.
Oh, we
Don't
have
play
to
with
we have
me.
to get you into our game nights.
No,
Yes.
because those are there's two games I can't play: Uno or Spades.
Really?
Nope. I'm not
Really?
playing. I'm not playing with other people.
No,
No.
You serious about it, or
y'all get mad?
they
No.
do get mad.
I don't know how to.
I'm a
play.
trash
Oh,
talker.
I don't play
Yeah.
cards either, though.
I'm a trash
Uno.
talker.
See?
Bowling, stuff like that. I'm a trash talker.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, if you sensitive, please don't come.
Yeah.
Don't come. Don't come.
See, I can't do it.
One of my Cheyenne's, one of her roommates, she came and she was like, "This is really intense," because she was at my house holiday and we bowl out the game,
Right.
And we do taboo,
Oh, I love Taboo
Yeah.
though. Taboo is fun.
and we're like, "What are you talking about?" There's not,
And
you
she's
know.
talking about me
yeah.
wanting
Yeah.
to win, and
Yeah.
look, we gonna play
She
by
gets
the rules.
serious though. She
I
gets
do.
serious and want to quit. I don't.
will.
I'm
I'll be
like,
listen, y'all not gonna play right. I'm not gonna play.
Yeah,
like
she gets serious
I
and
think I
wanna quit.
scared some people in the room when we
She
did
did.
Black Card Revoke.
Yeah, she did.
that time.
She did.
They was like,
That's a game?
"Is she okay?"
It's a game.
Yeah,
Oh, you never
okay.
heard of
I
it?
never heard of that.
Oh,
It's all
it's
things
on.
black.
It's on.
It's all things
It's a
black.
card game.
It's a card
Yes.
game.
And yes, you can
It
ask
is
questions.
on. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Oh, we gotta play that.
Stuff
Yes.
that you grew up doing.
Yes.
You know,
I would love to play that.
something
Yes.
like
Do like a double dutch one.
I'm trying to think. I can't even think.
If okay, let's give you a good one. If you were turning, right? If you were turning for double dutch, and a person is not able to get in or whatever, what do they call that? You're what? You know what?
Wait.
Double-handed. If you're double-handed, we're not jumping in. We don't want you turning for us.
Oh, I thought you meant the person outside of the rope. Okay, I know double-handed. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Give me another one. One more. One more.
When you was younger and growing up and you went to the store with your mother, what did she used to say to you?
Don't ask me for nothing.
You know,
Don't ask me for
that's
nothing.
it.
Don't touch
Don't
nothing.
touch
I ain't buying nothing.
Yes. What was what was the speech before you got out the car?
Yes. Or if you was
I
out
know
and you
that
wanted
one.
McDonald's when
Yes.
you were a little kid, what would
Yes.
your mom tell you if you wanted McDonald's?
Oh, we got food at home.
We got food at home. We got
You
food
know how
at
to play.
home.
You know how to play Black Card Revoke.
Yes.
That's
I wanna
exactly
play
how
That's
it
it.
goes.
That's it.
That's how it goes.
You got food at home. What you
Yes.
talking about?
I can make you a cheeseburger at home
Right.
and some fries.
Yes.
McDonald's
I
ain't got
forgot
nothing on me.
Who it was? I don't know if it was Martin Lawrence.
Mm.
And he was like, your mom can make the best burger with the onions and the peppers and they still want a flat
Yeah,
that
McDonald's burger.
Flat
Yeah.
McDonald's burger.
It's so
Oh,
true.
We just wanted to eat out. We didn't know
Yeah.
no better.
That's
It was the
Yeah.
commercials. The commercials
Right.
made you feel like you had to have it.
Yep.
You
Right,
had to
right,
have
right.
it. But
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was a
We
great
appreciate you
conversation.
coming.
We're gonna have you on again.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
This was fun.
This is going to be a
Yes.
follow-up to this
Yes,
session, definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your knowledge and educating us, and thank you for sharing your journey. That's
Yes,
the most
absolutely.
important thing. Like Sean
course.
said, I hope it reaches someone, which I know that it will, someone out there who just doesn't feel like, I just can't. You
Right.
can.
Right.
And guess what? You're his plan. So
Yes.
Plan.
Yes.
Get up.
You're his plan.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you see our walk by faith.
Yes.
God is
God
love.
is love.
Rejoice in the Lord. Look at
Yes.
that. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Kay.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much.
Yes. So look for her on all the platforms, especially TikTok and Anytime Fitness in Waterbury. If you want to take her classes, I'm a little intimidated, so I've never been there. So check out her classes at Anytime Fitness. You said you're there on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Check her out. And yes, hey, if you don't take care of your body, where you gonna live?
Right.
Thank you, Kay.
We did an hour.